Hey guitar friends, Bob Strom here, all about Guitar Academy. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to be looking at a product. I don't do this all the time, but every now and then I run into a product that really sparks my interest. And fortunately, these guys reached out to me, the folks at Craft Geek, and asked me if I would review this music stand. All right, why do I want to review a music stand? Well, I'll tell you why. Because as a full-time guitar instructor, coach, teacher, musician, recording artist, performing artist. I mean, all of the things that I have to do with music requires the right equipment. And so I'm hoping today that this new music stand will help me to be even better at teaching, as I do need a new music stand. My other one's worn out. I've used countless music stands over the years. I've hauled them all over the country with me to play and perform. And I was looking for something that would be easy to transport. I'm glad they sent me this bag as well. We're going to look at that today too. But there's a Craft Geek bag where I'll be able to transport this music stand. So let's open it together, see what's inside. I'm going to give you an honest review. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to give you a discount code where you can get one of these for 15% off. All right. But I'm going to let you know honestly if I think it's a good deal or not. So let's find out. All right. So let's open this bad boy up. See what's inside. Just a little bit of tape on the ends of the box here. And just be careful not to cut yourself when you open one of these. Don't want to cut those fingers, right? All right, so we slide it out. And before I get into the packaging, right off the bat, it shows you right here on the outside of the box how the stand is going to look as you open it. Then there's some really cool features here on the back, and I'll get into those here after we get into the stand. Okay, then we get into the box here, we've got a quick start guide. All right, let's see what else we've got inside the bag here. There we go, we've got a lumi light. That's going to be awesome. Then we've also got, all right, this is going to be a flexi mount. So I was talking earlier about how I hope it had a cell phone, iPad holder. It looks like it does. I'm going to take it out of the box. Wow, it feels very sturdy. It is kind of heavy, actually. I don't know what the exact weight is on it, but it feels very sturdy, but not too heavy. Most of the time when I've had music stands, they're really difficult to transport because they're heavy and bulky, and this is in a very compact design. I really like how this thing feels. So let's open this up and test it out. All right, let's just jump right into this. Fast forward, I have assembled the Craft Geek music stand. It did not take long at all to do. Very, very simple. And as you can see, I've got the light that came with it. Got to have a light, and their light works really good. Easy to install. I've got almost a 5-pound music book right here on the stand with my iPad Pro. And then I've got my iPhone plugged in down here at the bottom on the flexi mount. Now this flexi mount will also stretch to hold a full-size iPad. I've already tested that. And you can also extend the stand up really high. I've got it down pretty low right now. And I'm going to walk you through some of the features of it. And then I'm going to show you how easy it is to put it away and pack it up. All right, musician friends. This is my new favorite music stand. And the reason, I've had dozens and dozens of music stands. I've been a musician for almost 50 years, and I've used them on stage, in coffee shops, you name it. I've been there with a music stand outside, inside. This thing is amazing. Craft Geek has really outdone themselves on this music stand. As I showed you, I've got a lot of weight on the stand, and it's holding up just fine. I was expecting the stand to start to collapse as soon as I put this 4.5-pound music book on it, and it's holding it just fine. I mean, I can flip my pages. Now I'm going to show you what's behind all of this. It's really cool. the music stand itself is adjustable in so many different ways. You've got this middle part here that stretches out so that you can put larger pieces of sheet music on there. You've also got these clips here that will hold your music. So for example, let's say you're outdoors. This used to happen to me all the time. I used to have to use paper clips or, chip clips, things like that. I've taken the stand outside on a very windy day here in the mountains, and you can see that the sheet music is staying right where it needs to be. The stand is not blowing over. It's staying right in the right spot it needs to be. Holding up very well. It used to happen to me all the time. I'd be outdoors getting ready to play a show, and my music would keep coming off the stand. And when you've got to read the music, it makes it very awkward when you lose your sheet music in with a lot of wind. So what's really cool is these adjustable clips right here allow you to clip your music down. You don't have to use like chip clips or paper clips. It's already got those built in, and it's very sturdy. The other thing I really like about this music stand is the craftsmanship. I mean, it's got these rubber pieces here on the base, so that way if you've got an iPad or a music book up here, it's not just going to slide off. And this is adjustable. So in other words, this will pull out in one direction, this will pull out in another direction, and you can put an iPad on here or a tablet. It will hold a full-size iPad Pro. And this just screws in to the bottom of the stand. And I can take that out, see that? So the craftsmanship is really, really good. It's top notch. Some other cool features here are if you've got a smaller music book, for example, you can just push those down on the top, these little rests here, and that way you've got music that will stay on the stand. It won't go backwards and end up on the ground. The flexibility of this stand is fantastic, and you can pull it up quite high. This stand has been working great for my guitar lessons here in my home studio office. I don't have a huge studio, so it doesn't take up a whole lot of room. All right, guitar friends, here is my take on the Craft Geek music stand. I love it. I mean, I honestly do. I'm going to take it apart now and show you how easy it is to take it apart. And I'm also going to tell you some other key features that I found with this music stand, but I'm also going to tell you some things I think that could be improved. All right, so here we go. To take the stand apart, all I have to do is turn this light off, and if I have it on, of course, and then up here, all I have to do is unscrew the light. And this light is really cool. It runs on 3 AA batteries, and it just folds up like this, and now you can store it. And you want to make sure you get the light with the stand. It's well worth it. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to uninstall the flexi mount. And all I have to do on that is loosen this guy by turning it counterclockwise. Probably should have took my phone out first, but anyway, that's how easy it is to take that off and to put it back on. All we have to do is just screw that on to the bottom. And I believe we can do, we can also screw this up on top if we want to as well. So you could have your cell phone up here on the top of the stand. And not only can you put your cell phone on the top, but you can put your iPad on the top. How about that? And I've still got this 4.5 pound book of music on there with my iPad, and it's staying right there in place. Isn't that cool? Okay, so it's time to put the stand away and get it ready for transport. I'm going to do this with one hand. Just going to take this, flip that up like that. We're going to put this down here. We're going to fold these up. See how easy that was? All right, then all I got to do is push the stand down like that. And now the only thing, this is going to take 2 hands. Now I'm going to grab a stand right here and close it. Then the next thing we do Just fold it up. And looky there. It's ready to go in the bag. Okay, here's what I liked and here's what I didn't like. What I liked was how portable and versatile this stand is. I mean, it's only this big when you need to take it somewhere. I've had so many stands in the past, big, bulky, or those ones that are like this size fall apart real easy. This is not gonna fall apart. I mean, it's sturdy. It's a little bit heavy, not too heavy though. But very versatile, very portable. It's adjustable. It holds an iPhone. It can hold an iPad. And my iPad is pretty big. It's got a case on it and everything. I was surprised I could fit that on there. It also holds up to 5 pounds on the stand without pushing the stand down. At least I tested it with about almost 5 pounds and it didn't move. It also holds up in the wind. Took it outside, very windy day. Very sturdy built. It was easy to set up. Took me less than 5 minutes to figure it out. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't even follow the instructions. I just assembled it. Then I checked the instructions, of course, to make sure I did it right. You know how us musicians are, right? We hate the instructions. Anyway, so virtually no assembly really required, no tools, nothing like that. I loved the flexi mount. It worked great. I love the light. I've had lots of lights over the years. This is definitely worth the money. And what I didn't like about it was, I honestly cannot think of anything I didn't like about this music stand. And that's why I'm gonna offer you a 15% off discount on this music stand from Craft Geek if you use my code, and you'll find it in the description. It's worth 15% off for a limited time only. So make sure you grab the stand, make sure you grab the flexi mount, make sure you grab the light and the bag that goes with it. It's a super great investment in your guitar journey, any musical journey, in my opinion. Anytime you need to go somewhere and be on the go and have a music stand to take with you like that, or in a home office, which is what I'm primarily going to use this for. I've tested it for the last 2 days and it held up to everything that I threw at it. So stay tuned for another video and make sure you grab the Craft Geek music stand.